Good morning, Deborah, LeeAnn.
Good morning from our little fireside chat to everyone out there.
Good morning, all.
Zoom has all kinds of new features, and we wanted to be immersive today. So here we are. Um, let's talk about timelessness because I'm feeling, especially at this time of year, see, time of year, that we get into this. Um, you can feel the frenetic energy if you're in the stores, if you're on the roads, if you're talking to people and they're rattling off their schedule. Let's talk about that, please.
Yeah. So today we're talking about Gene Key 5, and this is written by Richard Rudd. And the Gene Key's shadow of this nature is all about impatience.
Mm.
And it shows up in a couple different ways, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But out of impatience comes patience, of course. And the Citic state, or the highest essence of it, is timelessness, as Deborah was describing.
And wanting to step into.
Yeah.
And and the way that we are wired is to measure life in time. I
Right.
mean, we look at anniversaries and birthdays and holidays, and it's all, and I'm a big one for that as well. Yet when we drop into an immersive, contemplative state, there is no time. And obviously, when we die, there is no time. So it's a physical time and space construct to make our bodies and our minds make sense in some kind of logical format or chronological format. Where I'd like to talk about is how do we how do we snap out of it, because it feels like we can get so caught up in that scheduling. I'm looking at my date book in front of me for the rest of the month. It's so full. And I want to expand time. I want to create time. I want to play with time so that I don't have that um, sensory overload that seems to come with it.
Well, I think it boils down to also what we call our nervous system, and it deregulates it in a way that is very harmful and causes a lot of dis-ease in our bodies,
Mhm.
because we're cutting ourselves off from the natural heartbeat of life. And this is all about coming back down to our breath instead of running, crazily. Um, it is, as we were talking about this morning, a state of trust
Yeah.
and being able to breathe in that space without
Relax.
panic,
Yeah,
without
word.
war. Yeah. And the repressive nature to this is pessimism, which is like, oh, it's never going to get better, right? Um, and you basically give up on life. But the reactionary nature is very pushy. It's very external. It's very angry. It's wanting something to change and it's going to lash out. So,
Right. And I feel like that's where it's easier to see. I mean, pessimism is also around us right now,
right.
um, because we've been promised things and they're not happening and so forth and so on. However, that urgency to fix things, this is the thing that I'm wondering, is this part of that impatience of not allowing life to flow through us and as we flow in it,
Hmm.
and how when we want something to happen sooner, faster, differently than it is right now, how we're actually going against the magic of what wants to be. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
I will probably cry because that's how
Yeah.
I'm at right now.
Well, and Richard, the question he says is, at such turning points of being pushy, the only decision is, do I do I want to begin living again? Because, whatever a person decides is respectful of where they are in life, but it if we're pushing at life as opposed to allowing life to live through us, um, there is that there is that trust there that we get to just breathe into it. And patience is is all about that trust. And
And where you were talking earlier when we had our conversation before recording, what is it about seriousness that is a key to me? And you were saying that when we're in that seriousness place, we're definitely not trusting because we're in the forcing. We just talked about that key a couple weeks ago of
right,
wanting it to be different. And so there's that, how do we just relax in, allow, well, you said
yeah,
breathe, but
right,
it's also there's something more magical. Like when we first got on, we were playing with these backgrounds. We were laughing like little kids. Like it was such a sweet, delightful energy. And I thought, oh, I miss this. I want more. I want more of that, please.
yeah,
So, but see, then again, that puts me into I want more of it, which means I'm not just in the moment of enjoying it. So there's a there's a dance there, or is that how you're seeing it?
yeah. Um,
Seriousness and impatience and not, oh, trusting is where you were.
yeah, I was entrusting and being able to hear. For me, it's all about the acoustic world and being able to hear life's music, being able to be part of the soundtrack and play to it, as opposed to shutting down,
Mm,
um, kind of being overwhelmed as a key to it, you know.
yeah, and that's a good, I'm looking for markers that we can go, oh,
Yeah,
there's another way, and feeling overwhelmed is not what I want. I choose this
right,
holiday season, right?
right.
This end of this year, however you want to view this turning of the wheel. Um, and when when we get into that place of patience, it's not like we're waiting for anything.
No,
That's the difference, I think. I think a lot of times we think of patience as we're in a waiting room and we're just sitting calmly. Yeah, but there's also a more creative something in that patience because we're allowing what really is going on we're allowing ourselves to be immersed in that background. I'm laughing at this, the fireplace background here. Um, because then we can feel that well, it is blissful state of timelessness. Is that how you would describe it?
yeah, it's beyond the logic mind, of course. We're talking way beyond that. And it's it's allowing presence to begin into a contemplative state so that the ideas in which we create then come into form. And you that's how you create from that space. But creating from a space of hecticness and fear and crazy making is going to get you more of that said thing. So we get to choose then how we want to show up.
Yeah. And um, so even a short pause will allow us to reset our bodies. Oh, can we bring that up? You talked last week about how we tend to call our energy systems, we tend to call it a nervous system.
Right.
And even then, we're cueing our body to our nervousness. So, what if we were to call it, what was the word you used?
I heard another gal call it the serenity system.
Oh my God.
I
I'm,
mean,
I,
because it's informing us,
yeah.
but we don't have to be nervous about it. We It's an operating system that is helping us maneuver through life and giving us signals.
Yes, I love that. Love, love. Um, so for a serenity system reset, the mudra is so beautiful. You take your pinky fingers and bring them together, and your thumbs, and you bring them together. And so you get this image, which is the beginning and the end, right? It's all together. So you face it towards you where your fingers are towards your heart space. And you can lower your elbows or however it feels good to you. I'm just going to leave it up there so people can see. And just breathe into that and see if you can tap into that serenity of timelessness. Thank you, Chime.
Mm,
More of that, please.
yeah. And do you want to close with the prayer that Richard used in his closing, which was the holy incandescence of solace?
Oh, the incantation. I love this
Incantation,
prayer.
sorry.
I try to read this. If you've got it in front of you, go ahead. It's one of my
Okay. You
favorites.
ready? Are you guys
Yes.
ready? Okay.
Yes.
The holy incantation of solace. Let love flow through my soul.
Love flow through my soul.
Let light flower in my heart.
Let light flower in my heart.
Let warmth radiate my belly.
Let warmth radiate my belly.
Let purity shimmer in my bones.
Let purity shimmer in my bones.
Let kindness resound in my voice.
Let kindness resound in my voice.
Let clarity shine through my mind.
Let clarity shine through my mind.
Let solace abound in my life, touching all who I meet.
Let solace abound in my life, touching all who I meet.
Let solace abound in the world, bringing all beings into perfect union.
Let solace abound in the world, bringing all beings into perfect union. And one more time together.
Yep.
Let
Let
solace
solace abound
abound in the
in the
world,
world,
bringing
bringing
all
all
beings
beings
into
into
perfect
perfect
union.
union.